So I know you guys have a panel later today. You guys must be really excited about that. Have you actually gotten a chance to play the game yet?
No.
We haven't gotten to play any of it.
Really?
I know. It's killing us.
Yeah.
Do you like to play the games?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we actually should have gone over to the booth. That was poor form
Yeah.
on our part. We played and saw everything from Lego Batman 2 after it was done. We were just saying like we haven't seen how it ended up.
I used to play all the Lego games with my sister growing up. Like I was older than growing up.
Already growing up.
So what do you think the appeal is of these Lego games? Because they keep coming out and they keep getting better and better. Why do you think that is? What is the grand appeal of these Lego games?
I think it's like the ultimate superhero game. I mean, it's got an incredible amount of playable characters, and you get to see all these different skins on characters, people that you haven't seen in video games before. How do you say Mr. Mitzelplick?
I don't think anyone knows. That's
I say Mitzelplick, but I know it's
mystery.
wrong. I mean, those characters
Miss
don't ever...
Pitzlick, I think it's something like
How'd you say it?
I think it's Miss Pitzlick.
Miss
something.
Pitzlick.
I could be completely wrong.
Oh my gosh.
So like something you get after.
I know. the name
What
you
you're
can write,
recovering
but you
from
can never
after.
say.
I feel like they're so popular because it crosses the genre between adult games and games for kids, and it's something that an entire family can play together because there's so much comedy, and it's a great way for adults who are big fans of the DC universe to introduce their children into it in a friendly way.
So since you're doing a couple of different voices, like how does that go when you're recording, and what's your experience with that?
Well, usually with this project we record one at a time. When we did all the cinematics, it was as a big group, which is crazy because it was like 13 guys and me in the room like, hey. But no, it's not too crazy. The voices are different enough that it doesn't get too confusing.
Yeah, it's up to us to try and find a way to differentiate between the personalities. I also play Hawkman and Booster Gold. I forgot to say that. First one. But you have to if one of the character voices is in your middle range, then you have to really go outside of what that sounds like to try and sound like somebody different.
Yeah.
So it gets a little cartoony, which lends itself nicely to this because this game takes
There's
itself
nothing
totally
over the top.
seriously.
In
Yeah,
this
it's
game,
completely.
Yeah.
It's
very
like
grounded.
It's like Arkham
Yeah.
Asylum.
I compare it to
except,
Zack Snyder's take on Man of Steel.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely. Pretty real.
I know.
Yeah.
Every obviously you guys seem like you're real fans of the characters, real fans of the DC universe. Everybody that I've talked to has what their definitive version of a character is. So for you guys, for Wonder Woman and Superman, what's your definitive version of the character? Where do you draw inspiration from for this
Oh
show?
man. Well, do you have an answer?
Well, yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay. My ultimate Catwoman, Michelle Pfeiffer. So cool. And then I look at like Wonder Woman from Justice League, animated series, just because
Susan Eisenberg.
Yeah, she's so great.
Christopher Reeve is obviously my Superman. He's yet to be beaten. But like the early '90s Superman in the comics, pre-mullet, is where it's like what I always think of. It's not where I drew my inspiration because this Superman is slightly naive and obnoxious, which is fun to play. But yeah, those are my icons for those characters.
So give us a little taster of the kind of voices we can expect from you in the game, and also your favourite lines.
Thank you for that.
Oh right, good.
Favourite lines. It's funny.
Yeah, you should.
I like this. What preparation?
Well, actually, it's fun because in this game, the superheroes kind of get exposed to something that creates extreme emotions in them, and Wonder Woman gets exposed to a very angry emotion. So for a lot of the game, she is level 20, just over the moon, angry at everything, and so there's a lot of screaming, and it was really fun to get to play that level of
It's kind of like you when you haven't eaten.
Pretty much. I get hangry.
Angry is a good way to
We've all
say
been
it.
there.
Yeah.
Personal danger all around. Superman is still his normal, naive Super Boy Scout self. He's always flying in going, this is a job for Superman. That's me. I can do anything, but you knew that. So there's more of that same stuff you saw from Lego Batman 2, which is great, even though we're in space.
Right.
He's obnoxious in space.
Right. He's obnoxious everywhere. And dreamy. I forgot I'm dating him.
Oh, that's right.
So dreamy.
We are on a date.
Yeah.
In the thing.
Right now.
Yeah.
I think people kind of guessed we were at dinner in one of the trailers.
Yeah. We're dating together.
So what can people expect from this one compared to version 2 of the game?
I think they can expect just more grand. There are so many more characters introduced. The worlds are bigger. You get to go to different places in the DC universe that you haven't seen before in LEGO games.
Yeah, it's
Do you
true.
have a favorite villain that shows up? Are we all gonna say the Joker?
I know, right? No, I love Brainiac. He does
stuff
an
Dee did is
amazing
amazing.
job with it. He was so funny. He was next to me in the recording process, and I was cracking up the entire
The
time.
noises he makes are pretty
It's
incredible.
insane.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're like, we need a velociraptor. What does that sound
Okay.
like? And he like starts
No problem.
pushing on his face.
It's always weird things.
I don't even know.
As fans of DC Universe, what does it mean to you to come back and voice these iconic characters not once, but to get asked back and do it again?
It's
We can go.
intimidating
Yeah.
and wonderful. Yeah. I
Yeah,
just
it-
hope we do them justice.
It's nice when the take on a character that you've done is I guess appreciated enough to have you back and not have someone else come in and do it. So we're very thankful for that, and we love these characters, and for some of us it's like if you get to play a Wonder Woman or a Superman, that's kind of like a check mark on any actor's list if you're a fan of any kind of these things.
So who else would you want to check off that you haven't gotten to do yet in the superhero world?
Oh man, that's a good question.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a long list.
Just one? Just one.
Jeez. I would like to play Troy Baker. I would like to play Batman. Probably do a better job.
It's funny. I've actually played.
Speak this
Hey, good to see you.
So get up.
Oh, are we done?
We're done.
Are you having us?
We're done.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
guys.